Hey guys, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. My name is Tom. I'm a stay-at-home dad for 5 kids, and I'm a full-time eBay reseller. Today is Monday, and I've got a bunch of stuff to ship out that I showed you guys was going out yesterday. I got a handful of other what solds to show you. Look at this thing. So this is a TV that I picked up a long time ago. Isn't it neat? It does need some repair. I put it on eBay for $199 and immediately got a bunch of watchers, and I sent out offers at $175, and I had somebody come back at $100 and somebody come back at $115. I'm not totally sure I'm ready to sell it quite that low, but those are plus shipping numbers. And you guys know that if I'm shipping something heavy UPS, whatever they pay shipping on top is gonna end up more money in my pocket. But the buyer who made the best offer is in Canada, and so they are gonna pay heavy for it, and that might end up being more fees for me. But then I don't know, I only have to ship it to Glendale Heights, which would be reasonably cheap. But I haven't yet decided what I want to do about that, and I have a bunch of stuff to ship, so I'm going to pull the rest of my orders and show them to you, and then we'll see from there what else I need to show you. Okay, so there's only 3 things to add from yesterday that sold. These Swingster staplers are something that I had them listed for $24.99. I lowered them to $22, free shipping. I think they were probably plus shipping before. They sold because I relisted them yesterday. This hat I didn't touch yesterday, sold for $19, free shipping. It was part of a whatnot auction that I bought a bunch of hats, and this is definitely the best of the bunch. Very Nolan Ryan, this hat. I like it quite a bit. I'm not a Texas Rangers fan, but I like Nolan Ryan, was a legend in his time. This is a vintage, like a Y2K tag for Hanes. This crew neck is just North Carolina. Sold for $15 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $28. So I suspect they paid probably $10 for shipping. You guys know I'm going to send this out in a legal flat rate. It's going to cost me $760 to ship. And so that'll make life easy. And I'll make some money on their $10 shipping too. And I think I paid $6 for that. I think I got it at Goodwill. Anyway, everything else was that I got a pack today. You guys saw on what solds yesterday. So that's all we're doing so far this morning. And I got to get this TV and video game off of my desk so I have room to work. Hey guys, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. This is Tom, and we are in the old storeroom. I made a mistake, ordered some bubble wrap back to the, I'm shooting myself. I didn't want to get you on camera without talking to you. And the new homeowner here at the old Mod and Pop Thrift has been super gracious. Evidently, Supply Hut had sent more than one shipment of bubble wrap here, and I didn't even know it was lost. So she had been holding it, waiting for somebody to show up to get it. So today I got some boxes, some bubble mailers, and some bubble wrap, and she's going to let us take the storeroom sign. So I'm going to pull that down. So I am just tickled to death to have that stuff back that we ended up leaving at the last house in August. Me and Levi are noticing how crazy busy this parking lot is. And we are like, you know what? We're better at this than a lot of these people. So we're going to go in here and we're going to find the things that they didn't find. And we're going to make money, right? I think it's probably that restaurant over there, but it definitely smells like barbecue. Well, that was so exciting I forgot to make a video, which kind of sucks because you guys like to watch me walk around in the thrift stores. But I'll show you what I got, and we did well. More brand new Caterpillar hats for $259. This one's Buick, but it's also Nike Golf new with tag for $259. And this one was Caterpillar hats, $259 new with tag. I'm Not There, a Bob Dylan movie where this woman plays Bob Dylan so well, it's crazy. So that's just for me to keep. These are first edition This one's first edition. Obviously, this one isn't. Goosebumps, which always do well for me. The Jack Johnson t-shirt is an XL double-sided for $4.99. I think I'll probably do well with that. This was Levi's find for $5, new inbox, clacky keyboard, as he calls them. They are, this is probably a $50 bill. You think, Levi? Is it 50 bucks? This is my buddy. And the last time I sang my buddy, the last time I found one of these and I sang, Matt made fun of me. Literally made a whole video making fun of me on his channel, which I greatly appreciate. I'll link it in the description. His tag's worn out, but you can still kind of see that it says Play School. And if you know my buddy, that's a my buddy. And so I paid $6. I don't know if that was a good grab or not. I haven't comped my buddy in a long time, but I'm not going to leave my buddy behind. We wouldn't be buddies if I left him. Here's $2.59. This is Laserline, is a good name for CD storage. And these are pretty desirable. This one's a little dirty. I'll have to clean it up. But for $2.59, I didn't comp that, but I'll put a comp on the screen. Those are good and cool. I already have this. I don't know what it's from. It's probably some kind of play set, but Levi found another one, and we're not going to leave behind a Toadstool Castle. Body blade, $8.29. These are a little bit of a booger to ship for obvious reasons, but last time I bought one, I didn't comp it. Last time I bought one, they were well worth shipping. This was $3. It had a price tag on it that kept falling off. A Craftsman nailer. This bag. So let me tell you, this drill was on the shelf for $4.29, and I'm like, man, I wish that had a battery so I could test it. For $4.29, it is well worth picking up if I could test it. And then the next new items cart that came out had this bag, and it had like this little plastic was holding these two together. And here's the charger that was stuck on top, and the whole deal was $10. And I'm like, well, I would be ignorant to not pick up that, and I'll go back and get the drill. Now you probably saw this Milwaukee. This is an empty case, but it was $5. So I'm like, for sure, I'm gonna pick up a Milwaukee case for $5. Another, I didn't comp it, but I'll be able to figure out what tool that's to, or maybe it's just a pack for the carrying case for the charger. I don't know. And it'll no doubt make money at $5. The sledgehammers for personal use. This is just a bunch of odd sockets. I don't remember what the kind of socket is that has that end on it, but I thought for $1.44, they're probably worth $1.44 a piece. This is a new in package Echo for your guess string trimmer. Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. And I do mean morning. It is 6:25 at the moment. Have a handful of sales, and then we are getting out of town for a few days with the kids in the new van, spring break and all. Bon Jovi, have a nice day. Yes, I know, I sound exactly like Bon Jovi. It's amazing. This shirt has a little bit of a stain on it, and I think it's like 2004, 2005, something like that. It's not super old, but it is, you know, Bon Jovi's an older band. This is not a common shirt. Still, it didn't bring a lot of money. I didn't pay much for it. $19.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $25. And who bought it? Mr. Donahue. Phil, if you will.
And I already printed the labels because t-shirts weigh 11 ounces almost every time. So I just put in the 12-ounce rate to print these labels. And then if I'm wrong and it's heavier, eBay just eats... No, that's wrong. If I'm wrong and it's heavier, eBay back charges me the difference. And I never have an item show up postage due because I didn't pay enough. eBay has a deal with the post office where they revenue assurance. I got to go get more boxes because I ordered more boxes yesterday and I had to go get them from the old house, but I didn't stock them in the shelving that has shipping stuff. This item sold, and even though I only had 5 items to ship this morning, I forgot to bring it out because it was in the house from items that we bought yesterday at Goodwill. It is string trimmer line. I spent $4 on it. Lots of sold comps in the $7, $8 range. And I sold mine for $25 because string trimmer, string weed eater, which is technically a name brand, and they are called string trimmers, it's like ink, printer ink. There's more fake out, way more fake out there than there is genuine, and the fake stuff isn't as good if you care about it, and it is so much cheaper, but people will pay for genuine stuff. So I mean, if you're buying $5 ink cartridges off Amazon, you're getting fake Chinese knockoff stuff. If you're buying string trimmer line for $5, it's not the brand recommended by your string trimmer, and they tend to, especially on the auto feed ones, just not work as well. And so this was the genuine Echo brand, and so it took me a while to find the comp on the real thing because there are probably, I don't remember the numbers, but if just guessing, I would say there are probably 4,000 solds in that $7-10 range of the ingenuine stuff. And then when you put in OEM as a title, as a keyword search, you get some of that, but you get more of the 200 or 300 of the genuine stuff. And so I picked this thing up for $3 and it sold, I just bought it yesterday. I don't even remember what I paid. I think it was like $3.78 or whatever. That Goodwill puts weird change on their dollars. And it sold already overnight for $24.99, free shipping. Cubs hat. I paid $2.59 for this at that same Goodwill. You fold the back in. You grab a 4x8x6 box. You set it in there like this. And then press the top. And the top will fold down. And then you can just press the bill down far enough for that flap. And that hat, people will from time to time tell me that a 4x8x6 box isn't large enough for a hat. I have hundreds and hundreds of hats. And unless a hat is a large fitted flat bill, which I don't sell much of, or really, really expensive in pristine condition, this is what they've all gone in. From on occasion, if a hat is super expensive and in pristine condition, I'll put it in a larger box because I just want it to present better. Not that I believe that box is inadequate, but I just want it to present better to the customer. So I will do a larger box sometimes for that reason. I want to make sure I got the right label on there, and I absolutely did not. So because I had the string trimmer thing skipped, I put the string trimmer line on this So I'm gonna cut the bottom off of this box. I'm gonna stick the string trimmer thing in here and put this hat in another box and put the right label on it. So I'll get to that. So if you're as old as I am, you remember treasure trolls being this big and all plastic. Those do okay in lots. There are probably some examples that are really expensive. I tend to leave them alone. But these larger ones, even if they're all plastic, like the little ones only this big and have posable arms, those are really, really good. These ones that are plush with a hard head tend to do well also. I paid $2 for this dude, and she sold for $7 plus shipping. This is not a great one, obviously, but the larger 70s and 80s trolls that were made in Denmark, anything made in Denmark, anything, I would wager money that anything you find that says made in Denmark on it is probably worth more than the made in USA vintage version, than most anything. Made in Denmark, all by itself, no matter plastic forks, made in Denmark, it's worth comping. But the made in Denmark treasure trolls, these aren't treasure trolls. Treasure trolls are the 90s ones with the jewel in their belly button. But I have the 90s so ingrained in my soul that I just call that a treasure troll, even if it's just a regular troll. Elvis Presley. This is a vintage original Elvis Presley t-shirt. You know how they were making these kind of shirts in the 60s. And it probably is, and that's the point I was making the other day about vintage. Like, this shirt is from 2001. So, it's a vintage Elvis shirt. But Elvis was dead for 30 years. Not 30, 25 years in 2001. More than that. So, like, is this a vintage Elvis Presley shirt? I guess. But it isn't like, it's not like a vintage original graphic Elvis tour t-shirt or something. Like, so that's where this is the kind of thing where I'm like, vintage? Just because it's 20 years old, it's older. Anyway, I bought that in anticipation of a movie coming out. I saw it, I want to say I saw it on Whatnot. And there was a movie coming out about Elvis that was supposed to do super good. And I don't even remember whether or not the movie ever came out. I'm sure it did come out, but it didn't help my shirt sell 2 years later. Elvis shirt sold for $13.49. Looks like it's free shipping. And I've had it for a long time, so I wouldn't necessarily buy that one again. I found a shirt once that was Elvis and motorcycles, and it was crazy good. But it was like Harley Davidson and Elvis, two American classics or something. Here comes Levi. What are we doing today, bud?
Going to Goodwill?
No. Maybe. No, not today. What are we doing today?
We are going to Indianapolis, so maybe we'll make a video out there, maybe we won't. Who knows?
We're going to the Children's Museum, and I thought he was excited enough to mention it. All right, so that's everything. Thanks for watching. Tell him what to do.
You better like, comment, and subscribe. Everything else now?
Where's Caleb? Caleb, jump in there with them. They're with you.
happen to know that he does not. All right, we are in Indianapolis vacationing, and these two wanted to hit up Goodwill, and I couldn't tell them no, that we're on vacation. So we are in Metro Indianapolis, in the Circle, near the airport. And this store's open till 9 and it's like 7:30. Dude, they got VHS, like crazy lots of VHS. E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. Hey Levi, what'd you run across?
These are all $1.5 million Babysitters Club.
Oh, that's awesome. We probably need a cart. And I need to figure out how much books are here.
Also, Guide to Babysitting.
That's
If
fun.
you need.
So paperbacks and children's books are 99 cents. So these are Redwall books. There's a whole huge series here of Redwall. We got 27 books in all, and we're gonna resell the Redwall and these Babysitters Club, and then the kids got Last Kids on Earth, kid comics. I told Levi he needed to read Secrets and Nim and Paw Patrol. And that was just the kids' books. Found one shirt. Their shirts here are $1.99. DGK, Dirty Ghetto Kids, and that's Scarface. So this is a really collectible one. I'm running out of battery and they close in an hour, so I'm kind of just filming quickly. Levi pulled something off the shelf and hid it behind his back. Hops, how much is she? She's worth about 15 bucks shipped. Kind of wish my Goodwills would do this, because some of these can be real treasures, but I don't have enough time tonight to spend looking through and figuring out what's what. That RF adapter might be something at $1.99. S video. I just see this plush. If it's vintage at $1.99, it could be really good. Toy Factory, South Park, 2022, and it's dirty. So nope. I feel like this is probably good. I really like it, but I don't know anything about it. And $5, I don't think I'm gonna buy it. How about a jersey? Somebody I never heard of. This caught my eye from across the room. Oh, I was hoping it was vintage. I don't know that. So, but at $9.99 it has matching jeans. Oola, I've never heard of that. Pizza Planet 3XL, $1.99. That's a keeper. Levi, what did you find?
DuckTales, Dinosaur.
That's
Duck
amazing.
and Jungle Duck.
Okay, so now it's dark out here, but we did well. I mean, you guys saw everything. We got a bunch of Babysitters Club books, a bunch of Redwall books, 2 shirts, and a handful of books to keep. Levi found the DuckTales, and there was a couple like cat, dog, or what is Dog Man, and
but it was Comic Club, not
yeah, Cat Comic Club, whatever. Anyway,
if you're watching it,
Kids
Club,
Next Door. No, not Kid Next Door. Last Kids on Earth. Anyway, handful of things to keep, 2 really good lots of books to sell, and 2 really good shirts. And was that it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we had a handful of things in the cart we ended up putting back. So that's pretty much it. We spent 41 bucks. I think we'll do, well, that was a book to keep. That was in the book to keep stuff. We're gonna go see if we can hit the swimming pool, but it's already almost 9 o'clock.
This is a traditional war dance done in Greece, so it starts out very slow, and then it gets faster and faster. It gets great.
All right, we're on vacation, but we're on our way home, and we're stopping at this Goodwill in a town 2 hours from home, and it's never been any good, but we're gonna try it quick anyway. See what happens. So this place is not disappointing in the fact that I knew it was going to be disappointing. Like, it's a lot of nothing that is overpriced. $7. I just sold this, I guess, for 20. This one doesn't have a price on it. I'm not even gonna try something like that here because $8.99 for a Case Logic generic wired mouse. This is interesting. But it doesn't have a price on it. Judah thinks he might have found something. At first, we have it's obviously a Lamar Super Soaker. Let's see, man. Oh no, this is not Super Soaker branded. But it's cool. If that was Super Soaker, it would be worth getting. As it is not, it is not.
Okay.
We put that
And
back
then
and see
this is...
Oh. Not the kind of thing I deal with most of the time.
Yeah.
Teapot set. It's in the original box. That's the right box at $3.99. I don't know. I don't
the
think
box is a little torn.
I don't think I would get it, but if you think it's worth getting, then maybe we will. It's just not something I normally would mess with. So for $1, probably worth getting. I said for $2. I don't see much of anything else.
Nope, no.
These are used Crocs for $25. Those are used LL Bean for $8. Used flip-flops, Nike, $12. Yeah. But I found one thing. So 1 cup and a bunch of overpriced nothing. Let's go see what the Habitat store has. So these seem like really high priced, but like, where are you gonna find another one? Golden Dragon. These are amazing. Not the kind of thing that gets donated often, I would think.
Yeah.
But hey, would you look at that? We found a banger. $3. $50 for an Ion record player, which is pretty generic trash.
Oh.
Levi's playing with a $10 calculator. And some vintagey looking speakers, but they probably ain't worth anything. And they're expensive.
Oh, so that isn't that.
Yeah. So Levi has some VHS's, Lord of the Rings books, and this. Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings VHS, and this was 50% off. So these are probably not worth much, but I can't believe I spent more on them than on this thing. If you find this Black & Decker Space Maker, especially with the mounting hardware, even gross, it's worth probably 40 or 50 bucks, almost any appliance. They make coffee makers and stereos, and that is a bottle or a can opener, which is probably the least valuable. And then they have a couple other things too, mixer and something, but Black & Decker Space Maker's bolo. All right, we're gonna go get some lunch and go home. This is probably where we end the video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.